Welcome to week 16 answers. So my first question asks me to write a number in each box to make the calculations correct. So the first calculation I have is -7 plus an unknown number equals -4. So I'm going to use a number line from -7, -6, -5, -4. And I'm asking myself, how do I get from -7 to -4? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to add 3. Therefore, the number 3 goes in the box. Now with the next question, I'm going from 10 to take away a number to give me 12. Now, 10 take away a number to give me 12. I need to add 2 to 10 to get to 12. But because it's a negative, it becomes a negative there as well. Because when we have the two negative signs together, -2 becomes 10 plus 2, which is 12. Number 2 says, write down the value of the number 5 in that number there. That number there is 15,044. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my hundreds, tens and units columns. So I'm going to start opening my units, my tens, my hundreds, my thousandths and my 10,000ths. Now the number I've got, and I can see that the 5 comes under the thousands column, so therefore the value of the 5 in the number is 5,000. Next, the question tells me to simplify all 3 of these. The next one, I have b squared plus b squared plus b squared with b squared. I'm adding them together. So therefore, my answer is 3b squared. I don't add the indices because I'm adding and not multiplying. The last part asks me to simplify 7c minus 3d plus c plus 5d. And I have two different terms there. I have the d to give me 2d. Therefore, the answer is d plus 2d. Be careful with the negatives again in that question. The next question asking me to compare fractions, decimals and percentages and put them in order of size. You can change them into fractions, decimals or percentages. Fractions is a little trickier because you often get different This is something you will need to know for your exam. 0.0, and I know that 72%, if I was asked to a multiplier for 72%, the multiplier would be 0.72. And lastly, 7/10 is 0.7. So they're easier to compare. So the smallest is this one here, 0.08. Second small format. Number 6. Now, Gareth buys 5 pens at 12p, 3 rulers at 30, 1 calculator at £6. First thing I notice is some are in pennies and some are in pounds. So I'm going to change them all into pounds and say here I bought 5 pens at 12 pence, which is 60p. And lastly, I'm buying one calculator at £6. How much I've spent so far. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. 6 and 9 is 15. Carry the 1. 6 and 1 is 7. So in total, I've spent £7.50. Then it tells me so to find the cost of the pencil case, subtract my £7.50 to get an answer of £2.30 for my pencil case. Okay. My next question asks me to write 126 as a product of its prime factors. 126 as but I'm not sure how many times 2 goes into 100. So a quick bus stop method over here. 2's into 1 doesn't go, 2's into 12 goes 6, 2's into 6 goes 3. So I have 6 and 3. I'm still going to stick with 2, or 63 divided by 2. Well, it won't, because 63 is an odd number. But will it divide by 3? Again, I'm not sure. One I know is 3 times 7. So there I have my. But because of the word product, I need to write the answer. 126 equals 2 times 3 times 3 times 7. Next question, asking me to solve an inequality. Here, so the inequality remains balanced. 9p and 3p, 48 minus 3p plus 3p, they cancel each other out, so 12p is less than 48. So I'm multiplying the p by 12, so divide out what the p is. I divide the 48 by 12 to get p is less than 4. Now the next question, 5 times 10 to the power of negative 3. But I know that that is going to be 0.006. I made the mistake there. Looks a tough question, particularly without a calculator, but remember the order we multiply. So I'm going to do 7 times 4 first, which I know is 28. Then I'm going to do 10 to the power of 12 times 10 to the power of 3. Now, the laws of indices means I add 10 to the power of 16. Question. It's a ratio question. But what's really interesting with this question is we have a difference here in the fact that Emma receives £21 more than Helen. Now, if you look at Helen, she gets 2 shares. And Emma these shares is worth 7. Therefore, I know that Helen will get £14, and I know that Emma will get £35. Thank you for listening.